Tyler is a first-time caller out of Texas again. Tyler, happy White History Month.
Happy White History Month, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, sir. How are you?
All is well. Thank you for asking.
Yes, sir.
Well, first off, I'd like to answer your biblical question. The hell looks like the absence of God. The absence of God is the absence of love, the absence of truth, and the absence of, you get it. But anyhow,
Thank you.
And that crooked Heather sounded like crooked Hillary.
I know, it was a mess.
I'd like to pick your brain. I'm a first-time caller, and I'm a huge supporter of your show. I understand that you don't believe in racism, but I wanted to get your take on what they've been doing since Hillary ran for president. Since she was a woman, she figured that she had the woman's vote, which in my opinion is sexist. And with this identity politics, because I'm white and from Texas, I'm pro-gun and conservative. Is that not a form of racism, sir?
That's not racism. Are you asking me?
Stereotype?
Are you asking me? Is it racist to repeat your question again for me?
I wanted to get your take on identity politics,
right.
Such as because I'm white and from Texas means that I'm pro-gun and conservative, such as a black American from California would be seen as a liberal just because of the color of their skin.
Well, black Americans would be seen as a liberal because most black people live on the plantation of the Democratic Party, and most blacks hate white people, and they always supported free stuff. So they would, when you see a black, you don't know if that person is one of those people or not, that they believe the same thing. But that doesn't make you a racist because majority of that particular culture believe a certain thing and act a certain way. And to have a gun, to own a gun, or support the Second Amendment doesn't make you a racist either.
Okay. So it's more of a stereotype for truth, so it's not really racist.
There is no such thing as racism. It's either right or wrong, good or evil. And you have the children of the lie on the left, the black race hustlers, the white liberal feminist men and women, the Mexicans who are now hating whites. They are just hateful. They are evil people. Their daddy is Satan. And then you have all type of colors on the right who love what's right. And so they hate evil, meaning that they reject evil. It's just a battle between right and wrong. And the word racism was made up in order to deceive you, to make you believe that it's a physical thing, because they know that you can't solve a physical problem like that. And so
because we fight not against flesh and blood.
Yeah, and they can accuse anybody of being. Look at this woman, Illihan, whatever her name is. Every time she wanted to get something done, she used racism. She throw it out there like 90 going north, because she know that white people are not going to speak up if she used that word, because she's seen blacks use it for the last 70 years or so and get away with it.
Well, that's a very good point, sir. I appreciate your insight.
But if we admit that it's good versus evil, right versus wrong, then you can overcome evil, but you can never overcome a phony word that's called racism.
And that's what I see. It's almost like a stone wall. It's inarguable, and white people do shut down as soon as someone calls, racism.
Right. They're afraid of that word. But if they're children of God, if they have been born again, they would not be afraid of words. You will overcome words. You'll overcome the world, really. And words would just roll off your back. But apparently they don't really believe in God, because if they did, they would stand up and say, no, it's not racist, no such thing. You're lying. You need to take control of your life and stop begging.
I want to get that T-shirt. Jesus, tired of y'all begging.
How old are you, Tyler?
I'll be 26 in December, and I've got a baby girl that just turned 1 year old today.
So you're married?
Yes, sir. Married to a Native American woman.
Oh, really? What's your what's a Native American?
A Kiowa, Apache, the tribes of America before the Great White Hope came over.
Oh, you married an Indian?
Yes, sir.
And why did you marry a white woman?
Honestly, I feel like I've been traumatized by my own kind through the white guilt. I'm assuming.
Amazing. And do you have a boy or girl? At least you're honest about it, man. Do you have a boy or a girl?
Well, my wife has a 7-year-old out of wedlock with her baby daddy, and then we got married, and then we decided to have children. She turned 1 year old today. Her name is Adeline, and then I've got a baby boy due October 1st. We're going to name him Asher.
So why, Tyler, what's wrong with you? Why did you marry an Indian woman who already had a baby out of wedlock? Why'd you do that?
Because I was beta.
Did you
Yeah,
know?
I didn't have much control of my life. My parents were verbally and emotionally and physically abusive, kind of turned me away. I was thrown out of the house at 16, almost no guidance at all.
And you say your parents were abusive?
Yes, sir.
In what way?
Well, my mother, she's dislocated my jaw before, and then my dad, he had a 1x6 board with a handle cut out of it. Yeah, he used to tear me up, and that wasn't for my rear end.
Wow. No wonder you married out of your race.
Yeah, I've been kind of turned against, and usually he would come at me with that 1x6 board because I was in interracial relationships talking to black girls.
And why were they so mean to you?
Honestly, I don't think either of them had healthy childhoods. My entire family is surrounded by divorce and children out of wedlock. But I've spoken with my wife that's very serious to me that we never split up and we don't have children unless we're married, because it's important to me that I need to break these family curses and need to drop these chains.
And so your wife had one child already, and then with another man out of wedlock, and now how many does she have? She has one for you right now?
Yes, sir. About to be 2 in October.
Oh, okay. And have you gone and forgiven your parents?
I've gone to my mother. It was a few weeks ago. She works for the church, and she's assistant to the pastor. And I approached her after service privately, and I told her that I've been watching your show, so I basically just took a snippet out of it, and I told her that I was sorry for resenting her. Well, not that I was sorry, but that I was guilty of resenting her for a long time for turning me against my father, and not knowing what she was doing, and she was an adulterer. She drove my father out of the home, in which turned me against him because, of course, nothing's her fault. And she broke down in tears, and I kept a straight face, just like you said.
Right on.
But she accepted that, and she thanked me for sharing my heart with her. And as for my father, I've got my baby girl's birthday party going on Saturday. I've been waiting to see him face to face, and I doubt that he's going to show up. So I'm thinking we might having to resort to maybe like a FaceTime or something.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Try to do a FaceTime. FaceTime him. It's good that you face your father. And amazing. Are you doing my silent prayer?
Yes, sir. I've just started here recently doing it seriously. I was kind of off and on for a while, but I've actually set an alarm on my phone. I wake up at 5 a.m., I work out for 30 minutes, and then I make my breakfast for 20 minutes and get ready for work. And the last 10 minutes that I have before I have to leave for work, I sit down in my recliner, I set an alarm for 6 a.m., so 10 minutes will go by, and it's complete stillness and complete silence. And I ask that God will help me to be still and to know Him, because my will is not my own. I need Him in my life.
Well, once you forgive your father, man, it's going to be amazing. You're on your way. And is your wife older or younger than you?
She's a few years younger than I am.
Oh, good. At least you didn't marry an older woman.
Yeah, then I would really be beta.
Beta male. And what's your you said it's a little boy birthday, right?
Little girl's birthday. A little girl's birthday and little boy's baby shower on the same day.
What's your daughter's name?
Her name is Adeline Grace.
Adeline, this song is for Adeline. This song is for you. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Adeline. That is so
I
nice.
appreciate that. Thank you.
I really wish you well, Tyler.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for everything you do.
Stay with the prayer. Make sure you do it every morning, every night. Speak up. Don't resent. And don't believe any thoughts at all. Doubt every thought.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And one last thing, Trump 2020.
4 more years for the great white
4
hope.
more years.
That's right. God bless you, man.
Have a good one, bud.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.